Sul Vina Fredeshe The Sims. When last we left off, Dave is running a little low on money. The situation isn't desperate just yet, but it is starting to teeter over to that point. Hopefully the new job he's got will help him out when he gets a few promotions. But we're not here to talk about Dave, we're here to talk about Samuel, who has everything far more under control, mainly because he has a much better job that pays far better. The hours are pretty lousy, however, effectively 11 until 9. Fortunately, we do have quite a few higher need bars. We do need to fill a few of them up, and we do need to generally clean things up around the area, mainly because if we don't, the flies that for some reason are around will continue to persist. I don't know where they are, but you can certainly hear them. And also, it's a good thing that there are no cars that come along this road, otherwise cleaning up this pile of urine would be a bit of an issue. I've no idea why it's Samuel's job to take care of it, but hey, he's managed to take care of it just fine. We're going to have to water these plants, and then we'll focus on filling that hunger bar. A meal should probably do a trick. After all, we have improved our amenities quite considerably. There we go. Have dinner. It will take a little bit of a while to make dinner. It's kind of a downside of making your own food as opposed to ordering a pizza, but the plus side is that the food you make is far better. There it is, one hearty meal. A very late meal, but a meal nonetheless. There we go. Eat well, Samuel, for you're going to need all the energy you can get to go into your job later on. Alright, nearly done. It's almost filled out the hunger bar. If we had a better fridge, that probably would fill out the hunger bar completely. There we go, just get rid of that. And is that going to break? The answer is a resounding no. And you heard him humming to himself there? That's because he likes being neat and tidy, which is surprising that he's managed to leave the bed in such a mess. Take care of that, will you? There you go. Much nicer. We're now going to use the toilet and then have a shower, but actually I think we'll clean the shower first and clean the toilet, because they're both a bit dirty and they need cleaning. There we go, and we've dealt with bladder there quite nicely. We may not be able to go to work with a very high fun bar, but we can sort that out later. Alright, wash your hands. Always pays to be cleanly, doesn't it? Alright. That is sorted, and now we have to clean this and clean that, which is going to take a little bit of a while. Actually, it took no time whatsoever. That is now sparkling clean. And I think the flies have finally gone. Hooray! They have been vanquished! This one may take a little bit longer, though. Just a little. But hey, it always pays to do this as soon as you can before things get really bad. You could tell with the baths when they do need cleaning because they look quite a mess. Alright. Nearly done? You have indeed done. And now take a shower. You most certainly need one. Even with fun being so low, you can see that his mood in this room is rather high. We won't really have much time to improve our mood, but we can give it a go, can't we? We'll just read a book quickly. Ideally, I'd prefer to play chess so that we can improve our logic, but we really don't have time to even get started with that, and every little bit of fun will help. We can delay going to work, which might be a good idea, because that gives us that little bit more of the fun and comfort going up. There we go, we'll wait a little while longer, and I think we've waited long enough. Off you go, Samuel! Go to your work, and be that expert hacker that we all know that you somehow are, even though you hate— Uh-oh! There is a raccoon! That raccoon is going to do something very sneaky. El Bandito has a plan, and I imagine that plan is going to involve knocking the bin over. You pesky raccoon! What are you planning? What vile schemes are you enacting? Are you actually going to do anything? It would seem like you're just sort of walking across the lot, which isn't so bad whatsoever. You may dig some holes, however. We'll see what you do. Apparently you were content just to sort of walk around and do absolutely nothing. Uh-oh. No, wait, he's heading this way. That is a really bad sign indeed. He's gonna go through our rubbish, isn't he? You better not go through our rubbish. There's nothing in there, El Bandito. Nope, he seems intent on doing that. Anything in there? The answer is a resounding... well, there is a little bit in there. What else are you going to do? Apparently not very much, except walk around and do nothing in particular. I hope you don't go through our rubbish again, but it seems like you're content to just go through it once, and then, nope, you're still here, in fact. How long are you going to remain here? You're going to remain here quite a while, apparently. You're going to go through our rubbish again, aren't you? Oh, El Bandito, being pesky with our rubbish once more. And now there are 2 piles of rubbish around. And hopefully there won't be a 3rd one. You do appear to be leaving. And off you go. You've left quite a mess for us to deal with, I'm afraid, and that is really not good whatsoever. We're going to have to clean that up immediately. And we are back from work right now. Excellent. And off we go, getting rid of the things that El Bandito left for us. Oh, El Bandito, we're going to be seeing you again, and hopefully next time we'll actually be here so we can deal with you. We might as well get rid of these while we're here as well. We don't really need them after all, and they will just clutter things up. There we go. One dealt with, and the other one dealt with as well. Excellent. We do have a little bit of time. We could learn a little bit of chess. Why not? Every little bit of progression helps after all. There we go. It'll also improve our fun stat a little bit. Actually, quite substantially, if I recall. It will take longer to learn the 3rd level. Hello. I could have talked to you, but instead I was too busy playing chess with myself, or rather, with this massive music system over here, who is pretty good at playing chess as far as I know. Right. And checkmate. And checkmate again. Checkmate once more. Samuel has no idea how chess actually works, do you? No, I don't think you do. And we're halfway through. If we're lucky, we could get a whole level of logic before he needs to go to bed. Let's see how far he can go. For hours he played by himself. The logic may escape some Sims, but not Samuel. Marvellous, it is 1 o'clock. You certainly need to go to sleep before you just fall asleep in the middle of the floor. There we go. To bed you go, sir, to rest and dream, and wonder about what your next day of hacking will bring. We don't actually know what you're hacking yet, but apparently you're pretty good at it, for whichever company that does that you work for. Alright, he rests the hours away, but he's not doing it for very long, as indeed oh, we need to get up pretty soon. We need to get up pretty much right now. And water the plants is the first thing that we do. And then make the bed, so that the return of the flies does not happen. There we go. And then make the bed, good sir. The bed is over there, by the way, not over here. There we go. All sorted. Let's have you make dinner, shall we? It's odd that the Sims really only need 1 meal a day, but if you have good enough food creation facilities, you really only need 1 meal. This dinner is going to be exceptionally hearty and so filling that all he needs is in 1 plate of food for the whole day. Is that Dog? No, that is Spike. Hello, Spike. How are you? You are most certainly not Dog, and apparently you're having fun playing with another dog. That, or is it that cat over there? I don't know, but either way, fun is being had, and food has been made. Eat well that food, Samuel, for tomorrow you learn some more logic, I think, or maybe a point of mechanical. Who can say? What we do need to do is we need to get a friend, because we still don't have any friends, unfortunately. We don't even know our brother yet. Maybe he doesn't even know that his brother lives next door, or across the street, to be more technical. I imagine he does, but just isn't talking to him for some reason. Maybe their schedules just don't coincide. Or maybe he's lost his phone number. Who can say? One thing's for sure, if I do have Samuel or Dave have the opportunity to meet the other, I'm most certainly going to take it. Well, unless they're at work, whereupon there will be no opportunity. So why did I even mention that as an option? Alright, we're going to get a little bit of fun from playing more chess. We might as well. The shower isn't going to take too long. Uh-oh, that is broken. We're going to have to repair that when we get home. but fortunately we are pretty good at repairing things, so we should be okay. And I think that's enough fun for you! We have to ration out your fun, Samuel, as off you go to work. There you go. I don't know who you're saying that to, because there's nobody here. Are you saying it to the person in the car? You might be. You might be, but I doubt they could hear you when you're indoors unless you literally shout that. You may do. I've no idea. Alright, we're going to have to fix that, aren't we? We are indeed. Let's go and do that as the first thing we do. Our energy isn't very good, but I'm sure we'll be okay. I think he's preparing himself for having to fix that, aren't you? Yes, you are. Our mechanical is pretty good, so it won't take us too long, I don't think. No, I don't think it will. And hopefully I don't think you can get yourself killed by repairing the shower. I know repairing things like the dishwasher can do it. You also don't seem to be having a very good time of doing it, because your mechanical just isn't high enough yet. It's just not sufficient. But I'm sure you can do it with just enough, enough persistence will certainly pay off. And the shower is indeed, wait for it, it is now fixed and ready to go. Oh, and the phone is going. Go and answer the phone very quickly. What on earth could it be? Is it a big pile of money? Well, we can hope. What is it? Ah, the Psychic Sims Network has located 850 simoleons that you lost years ago. The money has been deposited in your account. Marvellous! It's always nice to get more money. More money is brilliant. And we'll go and clean this up, and I wonder what we'll spend that money on. Well, I think I know what I want to spend that money on, but I probably shouldn't, and that is getting better appliances here. We could get a far better washing machine, although realistically there's not much difference between the two. There's also this one here that provides 1 point of room stat. There's also this new garbage compactor that I didn't know about that also provides 1 point of room. Interesting. I think having maybe a better bookshelf might be a good investment, but generally I think we want to improve the other stats first, like comfort for instance. Maybe we want a better chair over here. I'm not entirely sure yet, but right now I think we'll just sit on the money we've got and consider what we'll do with it later. We really don't have much time to do anything with the our energy, considering... Oh, actually, I meant to recycle that, not find a new job. Our job is fine as it is. There is one thing we could do, maybe. We don't have much energy to do it, however, and that is to go and get a pet of our own. After all, Dave got one. I'm sure we could get one as well. We'll get a nice end table here. There we go. And then we'll go and see about getting a pet, shall we? It doesn't take very long to do anyway. Let's call a cab and head to the old town. We could also just walk to the old town, but apparently we're not going to do that. This is a little bit tiring for him, but I'm sure we'll have time. Off you go! I bet they're surprised that he's calling for a shuttle as well, considering the fact that he really, really doesn't need one. Alright, let's just wait for that to turn up. Is it... Oh, don't have a snack. You don't need any food. Well, you could have food, but you don't need food. Put that back. And I think we'll just have you wait outside. Otherwise, we're going to have loads of things lying around. Just put that down, and we will indeed be back later. We need to be very, very quick about heading out to get one thing in particular. Also, I like that side table. It's a very nice one indeed. We want to go over here, Pet Paradise, much like how Dave did. But we're not going to go and get a dog or a cat. No, indeed, we're going to go and get something completely different. We're going to go and look for a different pet. Let's see what we can find here. We could buy a goldfish. That's what we want. We want to buy a goldfish. Because after all... why have a dog or a cat when you can have something that you just keep in a bowl? That's most certainly, I think, Samuel's logic anyway. Let's buy a goldfish. It only costs 15 simoleons, and we're looking at which one we want. I think we'll have that one over there, that apparently you just put in a small container. I don't know what that is you've put the goldfish in, but we'll have this goldfish. There we go. I'd like this, please. Certainly. Would you like to pay? We certainly would. And that pretty much is all we need to do. And now we'll just go and leave. Goodbye, he says. And goodbye indeed, as we're now going to call to go home, and then just go home. Also, I like that the shuttle sometimes turns up and just, drops off more people. Also, is Dave here? That might be a good thing to check, but I don't think Dave is here at all. So we're just going to leave. The best thing to do when you've got what you need is to go, because after all, we are very, very tired. But this was most certainly a good excursion. We would indeed like to be picked up and go home. And I've no idea why you're going to browse, because you don't need to browse. You're done here, Samuel. You've got everything that you need. And off we go, back home. Hello there, Gunther. We're going to be heading home, so we don't get to say hi to you. And off the shuttle goes into the distance, over there, to then just turn around and then bring us back home. With our pet, a goldfish. Just wait for it. There we go. We are now back home, with the pile of crisps, or rather the pack of crisps, still there waiting for us. We're going to get a goldfish bowl. 35 simoleons, well spent indeed. We're going to add the fish to the pile of no fish that we have here. I've no idea why we had a pile of crisps and now a pile of goldfish. This is a pile of one goldfish. We're going to feed the fish. There we go. Have some food, Mr. Fish. There. I'm going to call you Mozart. Mozart the fish. Meanwhile, we might as well eat this and then go to bed. The sooner we eat this, the better off we'll be. There we go. That has been eaten, and now it has been thrown away, and now we really need to sleep before things get really, really bad. As in, we just fall asleep on the floor. There we go. Rest well, Samuel. Your pet is quite happy, I imagine. Very happy indeed in their little goldfish bowl world. We need to get up right now. And then have dinner. And then, I think we have dinner, use the toilet, have a shower, and then make the bed, and then we'll see what else we can do. Apparently fun isn't something we have time to do right now, but we may do. We may do. That fish seems very, very happy. And just think, we don't need to house train that fish whatsoever. That fish is perfectly, perfectly content. And there is a dog. Hopefully you'll scare away El Bandito, but I highly doubt you'll do that. And there is a cat. And there is another cat. There are just so many dogs and cats around, eh? So many of them. It just makes the neighbourhood alive. And also it just means that they urinate everywhere, like just there. Oh, we really did not want that to happen. Alright, we'll do that, and then this. Hopefully we'll be able to do this with just enough time to spare. We don't have that much time to spare. We may be able to water the plants, and then deal with that puddle. That may be all we're about to be able to do. There we go. Just make sure they're nice and watered, and then deal with this. And then we can go to work. Also, it's down there, Samuel. I've no idea why sometimes they go this way to head that way, but either way, we have just enough time to now head straight to work. Excellent. Our mood is actually pretty good considering the energy and fun are so low. We do need to work on more logic and more mechanical, but I'm sure we'll be able to do that with time. And also, with everything so sped up, look at how fast that goldfish is going around. Look at it go! It's like the world's fastest goldfish, or maybe not. We earn some money. More than enough money. Also, we now have more bills we need to pay. But in general, we are in the green when it comes to money rather than in the red. There we go. Bills will go there, and the bills are exactly the same pretty much as they were before. There we go. We'll just pay them and go on our merry way. And make sure that I don't know how often you have to feed those fish, but we might as well feed them at about the same time as we got them last time. Or rather fed them last time, which was sometime in the afternoon. And we'll get rid of these while they're here, and while we're here. There we go. We may have made only a small amount of progress, but indeed, everything is getting that little bit better inside our house, and yes indeed, you are very, very tired. going to bed might be a pretty good plan. In fact, we're going to do just that. You've had a long and productive day, Samuel, or few days. You deserve your rest. And when we come back, folks, we're going to work on gaining some fun and some hunger and everything else we need to, and work that little bit closer to getting that job promotion that we need. And it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We have plenty of time to do all of that. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Dag dag. Ah, Mozart, welcome to the family. We're going to get along just fine. Because you're not going to bark at the door. Why would a fish bark at a door? Maybe it's not a fish at all, but a dogfish. It's not a dogfish, it's a goldfish. And it's not going to bark. If anything, it will play the piano. Also, a goldfish cannot play the piano. Why did you name it Mozart? We may never know. Dag dag.